Beloit in their home black jerseys with the white numbers and orange trim. Their helmets, a cool black, it's a black helmet, and then they have like a metallic Trojan on the right side, and then their jersey number on the left side. An orange number on the left side of the black helmet. Almost reminds me of an Oregon State helmet, but instead of a beaver, there's a Trojan on the side. For the Fairbury Jeffs, all whites in their road uniforms, white pants, white jerseys, the maroon numerals with the gold trim, and of course the sleek white helmets with the gold F on the side of them. Looking opposite field of where we are, we're about at the 50-yard line of the Beloit side of the field up in the press box. I look across the field, and I would say a good number of Jeffs fans have come out. I'd say several dozen fans have made it from Fairbury and the surrounding area to cheer on the Jeffs, hoping for a big win on the road. Nice thing about this win for Fairbury, it's not a district game, it's not a conference game, so it really doesn't count against you in the playoff hunt if you're to drop this game. But if you can go on the road and say that you beat a solid Class 3A team in Kansas, certainly something to hang your hat on, can give you a lot of confidence, and certainly give some of your younger players a lot of great experience playing on the road. So we are at 7 o'clock here on KUTT, Fairbury Beatrice, Old Red 99.5, and at oldred995.com, wherever you may be listening. Also streaming live tonight at ncnsportsnow.com. Week 2 of Nebraska high school football action, but it's week 1 for the Beloit Trojans, their home opener here in 2018. Beloit looking to begin their quest for their first state title in 22 years, while Fairbury, of course, has yet to win a state football playoff game. They've reached the last 2 years, have gone 0-1 each time. Juan Lemus has it teed up, the junior kicker, 5'6", 175 pounds. The ball's in the air, we're underway from Beloit. Returning the ball is Tate Albers, and he's to the 30, 35 to the nearly the 40-yard line before he's finally tackled by number 32, Brody Kroll of Fairbury. So Beloit will start in great position, 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line after the 30-yard return by Zach Meyer. Beloit will be moving from right to left on your radio dial. And of course, under center for Beloit, or his second year, it'll be junior Hudson Gray, who has a sophomore pass for 1,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He stands in the shotgun, turns, it's a shotgun handoff to Zach Meyer on the end around, and he'll get about 5 yards on first down. He is brought down by Jonathan Kerwood. So Meyer on his first carry goes for 5 yards. 2nd down and 5 for Beloit. Ball at their own 45-yard line, just underway here in Beloit, Kansas, in Mitchell County of north central Kansas, south of the Nebraska border. The Fairbury Jeffs are playing tonight. And again, it's quarterback Gray in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Running back is Meyer behind him. Turn, he gives it off to Meyer, and about 3 yards there before he's brought down by Jason Klobin. So Meyer goes for about 3 more yards. They'll give him 4. And we mentioned it, Zach Meyer, very, very good. 912 yards, 11 scores. He averaged 8 yards a carry last year for the Beloit Trojans. I was told Beloit, they're not big, but they're fast. 3rd down and 1 for Beloit at their own 49. Quarterback Gray is out of the shotgun, 1 receiver each way. Meyer again behind him. Meyer gets his 3rd straight carry. He's across midfield and has enough for the first down. Gain of about 2 yards. Bringing him down there was Joseph Melcher. Also Andrew Novotny for Fairbury. So again, a gain of about 3 yards. So Meyer 3 straight carries for 12 yards. And Beloit has their first down of the evening, and the Trojans have something cooking here. 4th play of the drive. They're now at the Fairbury 48-yard line. Gray stands in the gun, 1 receiver each way. He sends running back Carson Cox in motion to the left. Again, it's a handoff to Zach Meyer. He's got a seam at the 45, and then brought down quickly by Seth Vermanik, the junior, 5'10", playing middle linebacker for Fairbury. Gain of about 4 yards there for Meyer. That's his 4th carry, and he's got 16 yards. So Meyer chipping away here. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Beloit. Ball at the Fairbury 44-yard line. 2 minutes into the ball game, no score, but Beloit on the 5th play of the drive now. Quarterback Hudson Gray stands in the gun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Now goes back to pass, stands in the pocket, throws up the middle, passing complete, overshoots number 2, Hayden Budke. A senior wide receiver, 6 foot, 170 pounds, providing coverage for Fairbury with Seth Vermanik. Furmanek, of course, was very good as a defender last year. 7 tackles for loss, 59 tackles. He is the lead returning tackler for Fairbury this year. And that was Hudson Gray's first pass attempt of the evening. That was the 5th play of the drive, the first pass play we've seen. So now 3rd down and 6. Beloit 1 for 1 so far on 3rd down. They're at the Fairbury 44. Big early down for this Fairbury defense. Gray out of the gun, 3 receivers bunched to the left. He goes back to pass. He's rolling to the right. Now he's under some heat. Throws to the right side of the field. Passes tipped out in the air and incomplete. Providing the coverage, Jason Klauman, the senior corner for Fairbury. Big time stop there. And the drive is halted after 6 plays. And with 4th and 6 at the Fairbury 44, I would imagine Beloit would punt here. It looks like the offense might be staying on the field. They're sending Hudson Gray out there. Looks like they're going to go for it. So 2nd-year head coach for Beloit, Brad Gober, with a big gamble early on. An aggressive play call. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Running back is Zach Meyer. Hudson Gray stands in the gun. Meyer goes in motion to the left. Back to pass is Gray. He wants Meyer deep down the left side. Wide open. Oh, but he dropped it. It was in his hands, and it came out at about the 15-yard line. He was looking at Meyer the whole time. Pass falls incomplete, and Fairbury dodges a bullet. Turnover on downs early on, and the Jeffs with a big opportunity of their own. They'll take over 1st and 10, ball at their own 44. So after Zach Meyer, the senior running back and lead return rusher for Beloit, got the first 4 carries of the ball game, went for 16 yards, and then 3 incompletions by quarterback Hudson Gray. And now Fairbury will take over for the first time. Here comes Devin Wanamaker in his 2nd career varsity start. Wanamaker stands in the gun, 2 receivers each way. Turns, he looks left, throws left, pass is complete to Chance Admonson. Admonson with a block, he's to midfield, 45-40, and down at the 33-yard line, Carson Cox takes him down. But on the first play from scrimmage for Fairbury, Chance Admonson goes about 15 yards. So they go from the their own 44 all the way down to the Beloit. They'll mark him at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 20 yards on the catch by Admonson. So now on 1st down, they turn and give it off to Seth Furmanek. Furmanek's first carry of the evening. Doesn't go for a lot. 53. Furmanek is brought down by River Paul. That's a gain of 1 yard for the running back Furmanek. Furmanek last week, 18 carries for 56 yards. We grinded it out in what was a tough loss for Fairbury last week. 9:03 to go and counting in the first quarter. No score. Fairbury has the ball at the Beloit 35-yard line. Wanamaker stands in the gun. 2 running backs behind him. Turns. He gives it off to Furmanek. Furmanek is met by a wall of Trojans. He won't go anywhere. Just to the original line of scrimmage. Initially leading the stop, Creighton Johnson, the junior nose guard for Beloit. No gain on the play. And so it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Fairbury. The first 3rd down they will have faced tonight. Fairbury managed only 8 first downs last week in that loss to Auburn. They held the ball for over 30 minutes. They won time of possession by 13 minutes against Auburn last week, but only 131 yards of offense. Wanamaker stands in the gun, twin receivers each way. Turn, it's a zone read, keeps it himself, and he runs into Zach Meyer right at the line of scrimmage. Zach Meyer, one of the top returning tacklers for Beloit this year, stuffs him short right at the line of scrimmage. No gain by Furmanek. Actually, it was Wanamaker who carried it himself. No gain on the play. 4th and 9. And it looks like Coach Lenhart is going to return the favor, and Fairbury's going to go for it on 4th down. 2 receivers bunched to the right, 1 in the near side on the left. Straight back to pass is Wanamaker. He's got time, looks right, throws right, pass complete to Furmanek. He's to the 30-yard line, but he needed the 26, so he's going to be short. Gain of 6 yards on the pass. Brought down that time by Carson Cox. So the pass goes for 5 yards to Furmanek. So Fairbury's drive lasts all but about 4 plays, and they turn it over on down. So both teams going for it and failing on 4th down in the early part of the game. So 7:28 to go opening quarter. Beloit takes over on their second possession. 1st and 10 at their own 30. Turn, it's a straight handoff to Zach Meyer on the near boundary. He's to the 30, 35, 40, and all the way down to the 44-yard line before Chance Admonson brings him down. 14-yard pickup by Meyer. And that's the longest play from scrimmage for Beloit tonight. Meyer's had a good night so far, 5 carries for 30 yards. He's averaged 6 yards a pop. Every time he's touched the ball, it's worked so far for Beloit. So I would imagine that Coach Brad Gober wants to keep it on the ground with him. Quarterback Hudson Gray stands in the gun. Meyer off to his left. Turn, it's a handoff in the gun to Meyer, straight ahead. Seth Fermanic brings him down across the 45 into the 47-yard line. Pick up a 3 yards by Meyer. Again, Fermanic makes the stop for Fairbury. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Beloit coming up at their own 48-yard line. 6:40 to go and counting in this first quarter. Still no score between Fairbury and Beloit here on Old Red 99.5. 2nd down and 7 for Beloit at their own 47. Gray stands in the gun, 1 receiver each way. Meyer behind him in the backfield, turns. It's an end around to Meyer on the left side, slips 1 tackle, spins away from another, throws a stiff arm, and finally out of bounds at the Fairbury 45-yard line. That is a 1st down for the Beloit Trojans. They've got 3 of them. On that carry, Zane Grizzle brings him down. 5 for 6, 11 yards on the carry. So Zach Meyer continues to hum right along. Fairbury has yet to bring him down behind the line or even at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 Beloit from the Fairbury 45. 6:10 to go and counting in the first quarter. No score. Gray in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Running back is this time Tate Albers. And Gray goes straight back to pass. Throws over the middle, incomplete, looking for Hayden Budke. Providing coverage downfield for Fairbury with Zane Grizzle. So far, Hudson Gray 0 for 4 while he's gone to the air for Beloit. Last year, Hudson Gray a 51.7% pass completion rating. Nothing flashy, but for high school, that's not bad. 2nd down and 10 now for Beloit. Clock stopped at 5:59 in the first quarter, no score. Gray stands in the gun in the offset eye, 1 receiver each way. They hand it off to Albers again, and Albers crosses the 45 to the 44. Maybe give him 2 yards. John Kerwood brings him down for Fairbury. Gain of 2 there, and that is Tate Albers who gets his first carry of the ball game. 3rd and 8 for Beloit. 1 for 1 on 3rd downs so far tonight. 5:30 to go in the first quarter. And for Beloit, this will be the 5th play of the drive. Gray stands in the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Running back is Tate Albers. They give it straight to Albers. Trips over one of his blockers and brought down behind the line of scrimmage by Andrew Novotny, the 6-foot, 165-pound sophomore for Fairbury. Brings him down. He lost 2 yards. Did Tate Albers. Albers ran for 815 yards a season ago for Beloit. Albers, the loss of 2 yards, 4th and 10. Beloit elected to go for it last time. They were at the Fairbury 44 the last time they went for it. They elect to go for it once again, so we've yet to see a punter from either team yet. Gregg stands in the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Running back is Albers on his left hip. Back to throw is Gray. Under some heat, steps up in the pocket, throws deep down the left side. He's got his man. It's caught to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Beloit. Vincent Vincent Pollin, the junior wide receiver, 5'10", 150 pounds. And for Pollin, he did not have any catches as a varsity player last year. So for the junior, that's his first varsity touchdown, 45 yards from Hudson Gray, and Beloit strikes first at 6-0.
They got a passing game this year.
How about that? Vincent Pollin.
His Hudson Gray's mother is still an all-time hurdle record holder in the state of Kansas.
So lining up for the point after will be Colin Chandler. To hold will be Hudson Smith.
This is 34. You don't know.
Will be snapped.
He's a ringer.
Will be snapped by Creighton Johnson. Snap is down. Kick on the way. Point after try is good. So about a 6-play, 70-yard drive for Beloit ends with a 45-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gray to Vincent Paulin. And for Paulin, his first career varsity score for 45 yards and the touchdown. 4:36 to go in the opening quarter. Beloit 7, Fairbury nothing. We'll be back. You're listening to high school football on Full Red 99.